Let's go! Not over.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Indie Comics Relay. I'm your host, Keith Gleason, creator of the Mighty Mascots. With me, as always, Johnny C., creator of Surrounded by Death. What's up, buddy?
What's up, my man? How's it going?
Good. It's another week, another Wednesday. We're back live, man.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means? We're back at it again.
Hell yeah. I should preface, prepare the audience. We're in store for like a huge storm, and it's starting I think right now. So
yeah,
if we dip out, it's nature just didn't want the show to go on. So
yeah, it was force majeure. There's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, exactly. So how's it going, man? What have you been up to all week?
It's been another busy week for me with regular work, but also with other stuff. I'm happy to say that the colors are done on issue 2 of Surrounded by Death. Awesome. So I'm, I just have to letter, and after that, I'm ready to start to send it to the printer, and then we can get fulfillment underway on the campaign. So
awesome.
It might be, I might be able to hit the initial end of September date, maybe, if I'm lucky, but if not, awesome, maybe we're just gonna be delayed a month, maybe, which isn't so bad, I guess, for the first time Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, even I was about 6 months late with mine, so you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I've had pledges that I've made that I haven't received in like a 3-year gap, so yeah. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good. I would assume, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I have there's crowdfunders that are like a year late, two years late in some cases.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. The key to it though is to just update people. Like that's always the huge thing.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it like in terms of like customer service, like
right.
Like if you got to be in their shoes, and just think about maybe what I want to know what's going on with this campaign.
Yeah, I've been in their shoes, so I know. We all have. If you backed a campaign,
yeah, definitely. And I wanted to. I don't know if are you doing any shows this weekend? I got my.
There's 2 shows this weekend. There's Granite, and then there's Near Mint Expo.
Near Mint Expo, and then GamerCon's happening at Mohegan Sun too. Mitch's other show.
Oh, I didn't know that. Plus, it's the Boston Freedom Rally on the Boston Common for the potheads out there.
It's gonna be nuts this weekend. So I will be at Near Mint Expo. So I'm like excited to try this show out. It looks kind of different though. I gotta say, like I went to their website and it looks like it's almost being treated like an art gala, where it's like an art gallery, and half the vendors are going to be card dealers, which is interesting.
I'm curious about that. So if I do go to any convention this weekend, it'll most likely be Near Mint Expo. And one of the things that drew me to the show was Keith Gleason. 2 was Roy Thomas.
Yeah.
And 3 was CGC's on site, so you can dump off books, get graded.
Yeah, I might have to take a look in my collection and see if there's anything I want to have CGC.
Yeah, it's a good time to do it. You know, you can just dump it right off at the show. You don't have to pack it up. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's like I always like new shows because you never know what to expect. They're either going to be unbelievable or the worst thing ever. You know, there's no you know, there's no like middle ground. You know, I think this one's going to be good though because I heard from our boy John Cimino there that all the tickets for the Roy Thomas dinner sold out. So that's a good sign. Yeah,
that is a good sign. Yeah.
So I think at least if those people show up, they're all comic people, right? So I'm
absolutely.
One thing I wanted to show too, you know, how did you have any books that you wanted to open on the stream tonight or no?
Oh, I don't have anything handy, but I wanted to give a big shout out to Jeff Ryder, who just launched issue 3 of the Arcane Cocktail Enthusiast on Kickstarter. It's the second day of the campaign. I think he's almost close to hitting. So,
you know, good for him.
I want to try to get him on the show. We might have to do a special episode. We'll have to figure it out, but they're pretty close to hitting. They're live right now. So if you want to go over to Kickstarter, check them out.
Awesome. That's great news. I just wanted to highlight a few books that I read over the weekend, a few indie books. I finally read Julius's Ghetto Dragon this week.
How awesome! How great. Awesome is that book? Oh, dude, I love that book. I love it.
You know what? The whole time I'm reading this, the one thing I thought, I was like, this should have been the Shang-Chi movie. Like, this is what Shang-Chi is, like a street level dude, you know, fighting crime and, you know, basically going against his father, which I think they did that in the movie, right? You saw it.
Yeah.
But his father isn't Fu Manchu, though, right? Like it was in the
comics. No. It's they go
racist for Disney.
Oh yeah. They go with the Mandarin as the
father. Oh, okay. So that dude's the Mandarin. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna watch it eventually. It's just I'm not in any rush.
Just wait for the 45-day window. It's coming up soon. Yeah, it's coming up soon.
My buddy's a huge Shang-Chi fan. He went to see it this past weekend. He said it's okay, but it's not what he wanted from a Shang-Chi movie. And I totally get that from the trailer. The other book I wanted to highlight. Have you heard of this company called Bad Idea Comics?
Yes, they've already folded up.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the rumor is that they're kind of moving. They're just going to rebrand the company and do something different. So they're not fully going away. At least this is what I heard. But I went down to Rubber Chicken Comics like 2 weeks ago and I picked up a stack of books. I've spent like $60 there, and they had all the Bad Idea books. I picked them up.
Oh wow.
This one was particularly awesome. Let me make myself solo. So it's called Tankers. It's okay. It's the writer is Robert Venditti, who did you know, he's a pretty big writer at DC Comics right now. He's writing Superman 78 and a few other books. The premise is awesome. It's like mechs versus dinosaurs, basically. It's like
oh man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's like a 3-issue mini. I read the first 2 today and they were awesome. So the premise is it's an oil company that sends these mechs back in time, and basically the mechs are there to stop the comet from destroying the dinosaurs, and just so they could have more oil. Like, so they're basically trying to redirect the comet to come back again in 1 million years and wipe out the dinosaurs then, so it creates even more oil. You know?
It sounds pretty off the wall.
Yeah,
like kind of like
you know, like time travel stories never go how you like. So they knock the comet off course and then they go back to the present, and of course the comet never came back. So the Earth is just covered with dinosaurs, and they've evolved where they have tougher skin and they're smarter, and It was just
Okay.
a good idea. Like I was like, I like it,
Yeah.
you know? So I can't wait to read the third one to see how it all kind of wraps up, you know?
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. It sounds like a fun book.
Yeah, definitely. I highly recommend if you can find, as far as I know, Rubber Chicken Comics in Bellingham is the only store that gets these around our area. You know, I think there's a few more, but they're a little pricey too. Each issue was like $6, but it's really nice cardstock cover with like the spot emboss. You know,
I love that.
And the paper's really nice too. So it's like you're buying like a quality, you know, really quality book comic, you know. So.
Yeah. Even though it's kind of sunk the industry in the 90s, those like premium covers.
Yeah, it's
like
almost
those,
like
I love that. I love
boutique,
that.
You know, like you're buying like a boutique comic, you know. What I
mean?
From Sephora or something, you know. So before we bring in tonight's guest, let's definitely let me take a look at the chat. See
hit the chat up. See who's out there.
Of course, we got Ara with us. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Good to see you, Ara.
Good to see you as always. Who else we got here tonight? Johnny C's in the house. Oh,
I'm there.
My wife, what did she say?
Amy.
Amy's Birdhouse. Timely updates seem to be all people need to stay positive about waiting for their perks. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. You know, and then
I feel like I need something to update with. It's like if I don't have any material, I shouldn't post, right?
Yeah, right. Keith is gonna wear his Tax the Rich dress to the gala. There's a little stab at what's her name there, Ayok. And then hey, Dragon Multimedia, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Adam Warlock's in the house. Hey, man, good to
what's up, Warlock?
Yeah, so tonight's guest, they have an Indiegogo campaign. They reached out to me a while ago.
Okay.
And they've already hit the campaign. So the campaign is in demand, which is awesome. So they already made their goal, and they just want to, continue to bring in backers, which is great. So
keep spreading the good word.
Keep spreading the good word. The cool thing about it looks like a cool superhero book. So I definitely want to get to know these guys a little bit. So without further ado, let's bring on tonight's guest. First, we got Nicholas Geer. Hey, is that how you say it, Nick? Geer?
Geer.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for joining us. And then
thanks for coming on.
We got Joe Spicer. Hey, Joe.
Nice How's it going, guys?
Man. Good.
Hey,
thanks for joining us. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks for reaching out to me, Nick, and coming on the show. I wish we could have had you on when the campaign was live, to try to give you like that little boost. But that's the one thing I love about Indiegogo over Kickstarter is like you keep the campaign open and continue to get those funds, which I don't know why the hell Kickstarter won't do that. It just seems to make so much sense to me, but whatever.
I think inevitably they'll probably implement something like that, just to compete.
Or maybe it's the like you got to get it now mentality of the 30 days, or who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
But the first thing I usually always ask my guests when they come on the show is we love to get to know your origins, like as creators. Like, was there like a comic book or a movie or TV show when you were younger that kind of inspired you to want to be part of the comic industry? Is it? I guess we could start with you, Nick, and then go over to Joe.
Yeah, I think mine kind of started, in the 90s with the cartoons. Probably Ninja Turtles first, and then like the X-Men cartoon.
Yep.
And we went from the cartoons to. You remember that X-Men board game that had all the little figurines and the cards?
I think so. Yeah.
That game was really cool, and the art on the cards got me into moving into like comics and stuff like that.
I don't remember the art on the cards. Was it like classic X-Men artists like?
Yeah, John it was Byrne really good art.
Like Jim Lee and things like that.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I'd say Jim Lee.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look that game up after. I forgot all about it.
They approximated a lot of Jim Lee's art in the 90s because that book was hot then, so I wouldn't be surprised.
The biggest book in the world at the time,
The X-Men trading cards were amazing. I still own them now. I still have every single
the Fleer Ultra. Yeah, those were awesome.
Tops? Was it Tops? It wasn't Tops?
I think
there was Tops, but didn't they switch over to Fleer at one point? They had those really premium cards. I don't know. I might be misremembering.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So, and then like that pushed you over to wanting to try to be part of the industry.
Yeah, I've always wanted to like create my own superhero. Like I don't know what made
Yep.
that drive in me, but I've always wanted it, and I've always had the idea. And I kind of started working on it myself, and I had the idea that I was going to get it all together and pitch to Image. But then I found Billy Tucci's channel and seen that he was doing She on Indiegogo and stuff. I was like, hey, I can do this myself.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, Billy Tucci's like a local legend up this way.
Yeah.
He's up in our neck of the woods. I
He-
think he lives in Connecticut. And go ahead, Johnny.
I was just gonna say, every time I see him, he's so supportive of indie guys and guys that are coming up. You know, he's not afraid to. You know, some of these guys they're just kind of staying in their lane, but Billy's always reaching out and always saying hi to me at shows. You know, and I don't know him very well, but we kind of just know each other by face. Very positive, yes. So awesome, so awesome.
I'm assuming Billy, you met him at a show before, Nick. Or?
No, I've never met him, but I reached out to him about a cover whenever I did my book. And it was just immediate. Yeah, I'll do a cover. There's no, hey, this. I mean, he was just so supportive and.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bear hug from him this last terrific.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Billy in like a year, and it was nice to see him.
He's very personable.
Yeah, he's such a nice dude. How about you, Joe? Like, I see you're the CEO of Starcross, which I want to definitely get into that as well. What attracted you to this industry? Was it a certain comic you read, or?
So when I was about maybe, I don't know, like 5 years old, 5, 6, my brother collected comics, which were, old at that time. And I would just sneak into his room and I would like go through them and I would like grab ones that the covers attracted me. And I would just like look through them and then I'd like put them back because he didn't want me in his room. So I just got very, passionately drawn to them, and then I started drawing my own characters when I was really young, still in grade school. And then I found that I could buy comics at at the local. Now this, I didn't know about comic book stores yet, so I would go to the local drugstore and then they had some comics. I remember Jim Lee's X-Men #1 with the quad fold cover. I remember getting those early on, and then I started ordering from Diamond from there. And then finally I discovered where other comic book stores were, because I was a kid. I couldn't go very far from where I lived, and then it just kept building. I started understanding, okay, so these come out every Wednesday. Okay, so this issue is coming out next month, the next issue. And then I just started learning, and I was in high school. I met a good friend of mine who was drawing, and he was making his own characters. I go, wait a minute. Now I was drawing Spawn and I was drawing Youngblood because Image had just hit big. And I'm like, wait, you're drawing your own characters? I went home. I said, okay, I'm drawing my own characters starting today. That was in high school. So that was like sophomore year.
That like clicked with you at that point, just someone else doing that. That happens to me once in a while too with certain things, and it's just, it seems like it's obvious, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like I totally get that. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
So, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say real quick. It's so funny when you think about like, when was that moment of time when you have your creative spirit like spark? And I almost equate it to like, they talk about in X-Men how the mutant gene appears in like the teenage years at specific points, like either stress or like euphoria. It's like, it's almost the same thing. So you find your creative spirit at some point, usually along that time frame, much like in X-Men. But it's just, it's funny how it correlates, right? But anyways, go on. Definitely. Sorry to interrupt.
No, and then I just started coming up with all my characters at that time. So that was like in the 90s, when Image had just hit. And then when I graduated high school, I decided to form a comic book publishing company. So that was like in 98.
Oh,
and
wow.
A friend of mine had Photoshop 1.
Oh, wow.
And like,
that's pretty old school.
We just started designing a company logo, and he's like, it kind of looks like the Texaco logo. I'm like, we got to skew it or something like that. And then we just kind of morphed it, and it's gone through different variations. But that's we started publishing a Starcross. I had like 4 friends that were doing comics, which then turned into like 6 friends that we met
wow.
through the grapevine. And only until I'd say recently did we like expand outside of our state and go, well, let's talk. With social media, it's like, well, I'm friends with him, and he's just starting. Let's say, hey, let's all come together because we're like a bigger voice together, as aside
Yeah,
from
no,
one
it's true.
person and one book. There's all different genres that we're dealing with, and if you don't like this, you might like this, and that might bring you in, to check out our other stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm part of the Alterna team,
Mhm.
so I totally
Yeah.
hear that, because like all the different titles Pete has over here is
Mhm.
like, I think he touches upon every genre in
Exactly.
some way or form. Is that the same with Starcross?
Yeah. I mean, we've been going for a little over 20 years.
Wow,
But it's
that's
like,
impressive.
it's not like there's like, one continuing to, we've gone through like, like, different variations of our titles, and then rewrite, and then like, oh, we don't talk about that book. That was just black and white. That we were cutting out word bubbles and
Yeah,
using
right.
Zipatone, and they were black and white, and we didn't know how to ink yet. So like, it's not like you can just get our very first book that was like watercolored or whatever.
Yeah,
We've
no,
gone
and
through
I remember 'cause
metamorphoses.
yeah, I was in Kubert school back in the mid
Oh,
'90s.
wow.
I went for 1 year, and
Wow.
I remember seeing how they used to print books,
Mhm.
and I was like, how does anybody get a book printed?
We were
It's
doing it
just
through like a
so much
major
stuff.
printer, so you had to
Yeah,
print like 1,000,000 books, and they would put it on a printing press,
yeah, it was
and
crazy.
you
And then
weren't
you
even
had
at
like
the top of your game yet.
yeah, and then like, did you guys have to lay, because in school they had to lay out the
Mhm.
word balloons on the mylar, the plastic mylar on top of the
Oh,
artwork, and color it in with like white, like it was like
right.
like white out
We
basically.
would print the word bubbles out, and then we would cut them out,
Cut
and then we'd
them.
use a
Okay.
glue stick on the back and stick it on the blue
Ay,
line
ay.
board. Yeah.
It's
So
nuts the
I,
way they
I
used to
bought some
print.
original art from the old Mask comic books that DC put out, the Mask figures.
Oh, from the
And
cartoons, yeah.
the cartoon series.
Mhm.
And that's how they came out. The word bubbles were pasted
Yep.
onto the
Yeah.
giant board. And I was like,
I
wow,
have
it's like
an
it
old
was just really cool to see that. Yeah.
I have an old New Gods cover by Paris Cullins that has the like the DC pricing and the logo
Wow.
laid out over on the mylar on top
Whoa,
of
that's
that.
cool.
That's
And
cool.
And I
Yeah.
bought that when I was a kid at a convention back in the mid '90s for
Wow.
$100. I bet
Mhm.
that
Wow.
rack's at least $5 now, at least.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
It's such a good cover too. It's like Orion being stepped on by all these like
Wow.
godlike feet.
Wow.
It's a really cool
That's
cover.
awesome.
But yeah, so that's awesome, Joe. So what was the first book you published, and what year was it?
Oh, what was it called? I think it was just like Starcross Comics Presents, and it was like
Like an
featuring
anthology?
our books that were going to be coming out.
Oh,
And
okay,
it
like
was
a sampler.
watercolor. Oh, and we printed with Kinko's back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were up
No
like till like
kidding.
3 a.m. getting it ready for our first comic convention, which was like a local show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
it
are
was
you
really
out of?
ghetto.
Where are you based out of?
So I'm in Milwaukee,
Okay.
Wisconsin. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
How
then
about you,
the
Nick?
crew was more. What's that?
Texas,
Where are you from?
about an hour east of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. And Nick, so I'll switch back and forth between you guys, because I definitely want to, cover both of you guys here.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey,
we got
what's
another
going on?
guest.
Love cameos around here.
Yeah. So Nick, is this your first comic book
It is.
series? It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And when did you conceive the whole concept?
It's kind of bits and pieces over years. You know,
Okay.
honestly, like the costume design, he's supposed to look kind of like a toy soldier.
Mhm.
And that
Yeah.
do you remember the old chocolate soldier drinks? It's like a knockoff Yoo-hoo.
No,
Well, it's
I
like
don't know if I
knockoff-
remember that.
It's like a knockoff Yoo-hoo, and they had like this little British soldier like caricature.
I'll look it
okay.
up.
that- I always thought that costume would be a great superhero costume for some reason.
I'm gonna look for that while we're talking. You
Okay.
said it was like a Yoo-hoo
Choc-
thing.
Chocolate soldier is what it was called.
Chocolate Soldier. Oh well,
Yeah.
let's look at this real quick, and then I'll try to find it here on the side. But yeah, so tell me a little bit about this character.
Yeah, so the Relentless Tin Soldier, originally he's a rookie cop, Benjamin Pearson, and he sets out to take on the Coletta family, which is the crime family, which is setting up the organization in Minneapolis. And they're setting up their organization by funding high-ranking officials through drug trade, of course. And so he sets out to take them on, and they don't take it lying down. So with them going after this officer, they're inadvertently responsible for creating the Relentless Tin Soldier. So it kind of reverses the whole Batman creates the villains.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
So and like he looks sort of like Colossus a little bit.
So his power set's going to be very similar to Colossus, probably a little bit stronger. But his origin story and everything's completely different.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. Like, so he was a former cop, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. And I mean, just looking at the campaign, you didn't do a video, huh? That's usually
that's Joe's helping me with a lot of it. Like this is my first, it's all a learning experience for me. I don't know how to do the videos, and Joe's helping me get all the print files ready.
We'll have a video for the next one.
Oh, good. Yeah.
The book is complete.
You guys
though.
hit, so it's not a big deal. It's
just so everybody knows the book is complete.
Yep.
Yeah, I find like I used to, because I've done, I don't know, a handful of Kickstarters and Indiegogos, and I used to do the whole like, sitting there for 3 minutes talking about who I am and this and that. But I'm finding that as all you need is a 30-second video that just shows artwork, like the one Johnny had on the channel like earlier. That was his Kickstarter video. Basically.
Yeah, that was pretty much just a variation of my Kickstarter video. I just kind of loosely strung together panels that kind of told the story a little bit. And I had some friends in a rock band. I was like, hey, can I borrow one of these tracks? And I was like, hey, I'm going to lay this ticking track under this under this thing.
It was actually perfect, Johnny. It went well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I was stressing over it.
you guys made it. So I mean, it's not. Yeah. It didn't hinder you, which is good.
Congrats on that too, by the way. That's great that you guys hit.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You got some crazy artists here too to work out. So now,
let me check out these covers here.
Are these covers like? Is the cover artist also the interior artist on any of these?
No. So the interior artist is Sika Moritai, which I found on a Facebook group, and we'll get to the art here in a little bit. I've got that up there. But these two covers, the one on the left, if you're looking at the screen, is Billy Tucci's cover.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool. Yeah,
so
it is.
The Action 1 homage cover is Shelby Robertson. And he did the line work, the inks, the colors, all of that. And that nice cover image. Is exclusive to this campaign. So once this campaign's over, that cover won't be available anymore.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a good idea to do that stuff too.
So I did that. And also the campaign is going to be the first print books. And after that, they're going to be reprint books. But all the books done through the campaign will have a back cover, and it's a sketch by Graham Nolan. And it's only going to be on the first print book.
Oh, you got Graham too.
Oh, cool.
So when it goes into production, the back cover will be a Starcross Comics ad.
Oh,
there's some interior art right there.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good. He's got some good action, good storytelling here. You can tell exactly what's going on. Yeah, I like it. The colors are good too. Yeah, this looks really
Walter
good.
Pereira did the colors. He does the Elvira comics for Dynamite.
Oh wow, you guys got some top tier talent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The interiors are beautiful. I love this Mandy Moore concept art. This thing's gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's 11 by 17.
That thing's awesome. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
That's really good. You're just scrolling through.
That's
so this is the Graham Nolan, huh?
That's going to be the back cover for the first print books through the campaign.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I love Graham's stuff. I can't wait for Alien Alamo.
The Chenoo was great.
Yeah, the Chenoo.
I'm excited about Alien Alamo, but Chenoo was great.
Yeah, I saw him at Terrificon like a month ago too for the first time. He actually knew who I was, which shocked the hell out of me. Because he actually backed my campaign, which like just blew my mind. And like
man, that's the thing about the crowdfunding. It seems like it's a pretty tight community.
It is. It is.
It's like because this is my first comic, and for me to be able to reach out to Graham Nolan and say, "Hey," and him do it, I mean that's amazing to me.
Well, that and also like hitting on your first time is incredible because it's usually like people that jump into it, it's usually 50-50 whether they hit or not, you know. It's good that you had the support and like I think it also helps that you have a good looking package here as well, you know.
Yeah, I tried to do with it being my first comic, I tried to put it together as good a
like 110%. Yeah, definitely. It shows.
It does show. It really does.
I love how patriotic it is too. Like, and it's like,
See, yeah, that's an art print, and I did that for the 4th of July, and it's JC Fabul did that, and it turned out great.
It came out great.
I love it. Yeah,
you don't see this stuff in comics anymore. Like I remember I was watching The Rocketeer not too long ago, and there's a scene at the end when right before he's about to go up to the blimp and fight the villains, he runs by and stands in front of like an American flag, and I'm like, you don't see that stuff anymore in comics. It's like,
believe it or not, one of the videos that I rented, dating me, back when I was a kid, I'd go rent it all the time, is that 1990s Captain America movie.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like the one where the Red Skull's Italian, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's got a full head of hair and stuff.
I love that movie though.
Yeah. Well, I'm partial to the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. I like the beginning of the 90s Captain America a lot when it's like set in, it's almost like the 40s, and I love that part of it. But once it gets into the 90s, it loses me a little bit, you even got Andy Smith, I think he's doing that First Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an art print that anybody that signed up for the pre-launch and then backed something will get that.
Very cool. Very cool. And then is this somebody else as well?
That's the first stretch goal. That's Mike S. Miller.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Nice. Tell me about this next one coming up here. This is awesome.
Teenage Mutant
Wow, this is awesome, guys.
So I don't have any licensing. It's a giveaway, so I'm going to get away with it with that. But I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so I wanted my character with the Ninja Turtles. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Who did
man.
the artwork for this one?
I've been asked. It's Jose Johan or Johan.
Sorry, I'm horrible with names too. Yeah. I butcher things left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's awesome. Great idea. I hear you. It's like your influence. You want to kind of, pay homage to it,
My character is based in Minneapolis, and that house in the back, and so is the movie Purple Rain. And that house in the background is the movie from Purple Rain.
Oh, is it really?
So, it's like
awesome! That is such a cool.
Purple in the window and stuff.
And you can see the thunder is purple. And
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great nod. I love that.
Great little touch to it, That's awesome.
It was just random. We just thought about it when we went to do it, and it was like, hey, he's in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So.
And then look at this. Look at all the star-crossed comics here at the bottom. Wow.
Oh, that's cool. So you can get a bundle as a tier.
No, that's just a link to the webpage where the comics are offered.
Okay. But a tiered bundle wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty
We've
cool.
done that before, yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about a couple of these books. Whether I saw them on campaigns.
Pillow Man's pretty big. I know. I've seen it a lot before I got started.
Yeah, Pillow Man and Blanket Boy I see around a lot. And then also I've seen this Tribulation Task Force around a lot too. And I'm sure I've seen some of these other ones, but this is a lot of books. How many books, Joe, do you think
like 30,
over the years that you put out?
Yeah.
30 books over the last 20 years.
So we're not talking about issue 2, 3, 4.
Oh wow. Okay, so just series.
Just unique titles, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of work, man. Congrats on all that.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a lot of output. Yeah, we'll take a look at the website too, definitely. So Nick, what when you recommend this on shows, is there a specific tier that you recommend to people to check out?
The featured tier is just the both covers.
Let me look. I'm scrolling up here to see what the featured is. Okay, so this is a feature. Okay, so you get the two main covers.
Yeah.
The Action Comics homage and then the Billy Tucci one.
Yeah.
The guy that did the Action Comics homage, it looks very Image-like. Is it somebody?
Yeah, it's Shelby Robertson. He was in Extreme Studios.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that.
I
Yeah.
mean, it even has like I know they sign their books a lot like
Yeah.
this, where it's on like a scroll or something.
Isn't his series 80 or 96, right?
94.
94.
He's got Shelby's got a campaign
94,
going. Is
okay,
Rage
yeah.
Talady's War is the current campaign.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that campaign. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's him. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I sometimes I see this stuff, but I don't make the connection, right
Yeah.
away. So that's awesome. So this is the one you recommend, $24.
Yeah.
What are you charging for shipping?
In the US, it's free.
Oh, really? Okay,
So, yeah.
so it's
Awesome. That's a
Outside the
great
US,
perk.
So it's a
it's
straight up
ridiculous,
$24.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And you left the campaign open in demand. Are you going to print soon? Where are you along in the process of the book?
Yeah, I'm scheduled to fulfill in November. It'll be fulfilled before that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in demand till the 26th, and I'm going to stop it. That way, I can have all the numbers that I need to print and everything together.
26th of this month?
September,
or...
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we got...
Our printer puts priority on our stuff. If we need it at the end of the week, he'll just make sure it gets done and shipped to us overnight.
Gotcha. So people have about a week and a half to get on board on this. Okay, that's perfect. We'll put the description in the video description so people can check it out. So about a week and a half or so before it closes. Okay, that's
and the
perfect.
book's done.
Oh,
yeah,
it is.
The book's
okay.
complete. It's 100%.
Done.
It was
done. Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. And is it just one issue right now, and then you're gonna do another one down the
He
road?
showed me the second issue. Yeah.
We're about 10 pages into the second issue already.
Mm-hmm.
Really
cool. Yeah. So it sounds like you got some progress in already.
Yeah.
Very cool. Are you
nice?
You gonna? Is it an ongoing series?
Yeah, it's gonna be an ongoing series. I look at it like how Todd, he left and did Image, and he's stuck with Spawn and that my flagship character. That's what I want to do with this character. Is just set him in stone before I worry about any other books.
Awesome. And let's see some of the comments here. Adam Warlock, hi Amy. I'm assuming you're the one designing the dress for Keith. Yeah, probably. And then she said, absolutely. Jeff Holman said, "What's up, boys? Good to see you."
What up, Jeff? Good to see you, man.
Ara came back. Hey, Ara. Hey, all. He says, let's see, pasties. Yeah, maybe.
Pasties.
We'll Reminds me of the cling forms. Oh, that must have been when we were talking about the Mylar on the word balloons.
I remember the
like
cling forms. Those were cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Is his kryptonite magnets? I guess they're asking about your character. If you're kryptonite. Yeah. You don't have to answer that. Harry's just our resident.
That's funny.
Smart ass. And he said, nobody beats Red Brown's Captain America.
Fellow fans in the audience.
I don't know. He only could fight a dog in that. Remember? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so this campaign looks great. I love a good superhero book, and
yeah, me too.
And I imagine it's full of action, not a lot of characters sitting around drinking coffee and talking.
Yeah,
22 pages, right?
Yeah,
I'm cut from the old school formula where it's like like the Stan Lee formula, like every issue should have a nice battle in it,
Yeah.
Then you do some of the soap opera elements and things like that, So I guess once the campaign's fulfilled, this will become part of the Star-Crossed a line of comics.
Yeah. So go ahead, Joe.
Did you still have that the image with all the characters standing? Remember that one?
Yeah, I don't have it pulled up though.
It's not on there.
Was that the one on the campaign?
You should be able to share your screen if you want to.
Oh, it's on the campaign. It's not colored.
Yeah, let me see.
It's
I
the black
saw
and
that
white
earlier.
Yeah.
Let me share it again.
So not the color one.
Yeah, because I didn't update it.
I see.
Oh, do you have it in color, Joe?
Yeah. If you stall, I can.
Yeah. Just hit share screen whenever you find it. We'll put it up. And Johnny, did you have any questions for Nick on the campaign?
Well, I was just going to say, I really love the aesthetic of the character. Now, you're saying that you want this to be like a flagship kind of character, and I can totally see that in the aesthetic, just the way he looks. He looks like a leadership character. If you think back to, like, Image Wildcats, like Spartan looked like the leader. You know what I mean? This very much has a leadership character just by looking at it. And, that's half of comics is that, being able to tell the story by solely appearance, without having to put words in. And that speaks leaps and bounds in just the character design alone. It looks awesome. Yeah, man, this looks really awesome.
And then you think about like the first time you ever saw Colossus, like, and he's such a striking character,
I definitely get the Colossus vibes here for sure,
So here's the artwork. Oh wow, look at that!
Wow,
so this is
that is beautiful.
This is the Star-Crossed universe.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
smokes.
not even everybody, but
can you make that a little bigger, Joe?
Oh man,
like this?
Yeah, there we go.
Are you getting that?
Look at that.
Okay, so there's Tin Soldier. On your.
Oh wow! So is this like so Star-Crossed? I take it as a shared universe.
Yeah, somewhat. Some characters whose world is a little able to be combined. We just say, well, they're just in a pocket, a different universe, and they can cross over that way
at any time.
Who's this guy with the square head? This guy is awesome.
That's Pillow Man, right here.
That's yeah, that is awesome. I love that.
I see him around at certain shows, or I see that book around.
Yeah, this is Corn Dog.
Corn Dog. I like that.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. He's that's him in a mascot uniform at like a Chuck E. Cheese type place. That's Red Talon. You got characters from the Apogee universe when they joined Star-Crossed, and then my character is Starstruck, and then we got some characters from our other titles up here.
Very cool.
I think Bullet Man's gonna appear, right, Nick?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll show up.
That's fantastic. I love it, dude. So how does now since we're talking about Star-Crossed, how does that work with like indie creators? Do they all?
Yeah.
Is it like Alterna where they retain the rights?
Yeah,
to all their
Nick owns everything. We just print the books with the logo, and then hopefully that generates the other people from the. Let's say Nick's book is crazy popular, then maybe another book that isn't getting much love, they might get sales because everybody's checking out his book, or vice versa. A very popular book that we have, because people like that book, now they were going to check out Tin Soldier.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
like
real quick.
Yeah, like with the way Alterna works with like with creators, like if we wanted to do a crossover, say, we could do it, but it has to kind of be worked out with each creator. You know what I mean? So it's like Pete just kind of sits back and publishes everything and then promotes it, but he stays out of all that kind of odds and ends, which makes sense, I think, from a business point of view.
Our editor, Evan David, he'll work a lot of the continuity to make sure everything makes sense within universe. But we have a crossover series called Biblical Proportions, and that even features characters from other companies.
Oh wow!
So we have about like 50 different characters in that crossover, and it's a crossover really cool series. So it's like an Infinity War type deal.
Cool.
It's like
that must be a giant undertaking to manage, though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the first issue was funded, and it's in our website now, and issue 2 is being worked on, and now Evan's taken over, and he just did all five issue scripts, just banged it out. I was like, thankfully you took over, because I was getting overwhelmed.
So here's the Star-Crossed website. We'll take a look at all the stuff that you guys have coming out. The
cool.
What was I going to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought, but I was going to say something about I can't remember. But anyways, maybe it'll come back to me.
It's a barrage of information and characters, and
no, I love it, dude. These are all the books that you guys put out,
right? So there's Biblical Proportions. There's the Black Blossom. They're in alphabetical order, so you get the B's first.
Gotcha. Yeah. So these are all the single issues of each series.
Yup, issue like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This Corn Dog one looks
there's Corn Dog 1 through 3.
Is he sort of like a Deadpool type character?
Sure, it's kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon character, like like a Courage the Cowardly Dog or something like that.
Okay.
I was getting some like Earthworm Jim
Yeah,
vibes.
Yeah, a little
that kind
bit.
of.
Yeah,
See
he's
that.
just a
Yeah.
goofball. Yeah,
This one looks fun. Erg the Battler.
yeah, that actually is pretty popular now. That book, and that's our only book that's black and white, but
Oh,
it's like
really?
a Conan-esque book,
Oh,
and
cool.
it lends itself to that gritty barbarian. And I said, let's just do it black and white.
I love black and white when it's done well,
Yeah.
I just want to advocate right now that if they do adapt Corn Dog for like an anime or something like that, we need to get Bruce Campbell to voice him.
Okay,
Like, I'm just going to advocate for that right now.
That would be great.
He's got that Bruce Campbell energy, like Ash Williams energy
There you
going
go.
on,
That's perfect.
and I love it. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's perfect.
These are great. These all look good, Joe. Gentleman
Thank you.
Bones, I like that. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Killer Kings, yeah, just looking through all this stuff.
There's some Pillow Man.
And Pillow Man, that's actually a book that he does with his son. His son helped him create those characters in the story.
Yeah. I think he's up in the New England area.
He might be.
Correct, Joe?
I used to have everybody's like state so I could remember them because we have 20 Starcross creators.
Okay.
So it's a lot to keep track of.
I swear I've seen this guy at conventions, but I don't, because I've knew of this book before I knew about you guys. Yep. So, Red Talon, this was some great artwork here too. Like honestly, some of these books look really good. I'll have to Tommy and the Tapeworm.
Yeah.
I love some of the weird
There's going to be a crossover with Tommy and the Tapeworm and Corn Dog that I wrote.
That
awesome!
Should be fun.
Yeah.
So I imagine this is like
I'll draw some covers. I'll do some. I'll do like some shorts inside other people's books. I'll color somebody's book. So I'll do a bunch of stuff, and then I might have played a part in that book to help out or whatever.
Gotcha. I've heard of this Tribulation. Is that how you say it? Tribulation
Task Force. Yep.
This looks like a superhero book. Is this?
Yeah.
Is that
accurate? That's right.
This dude looks cool. Looks a very Batman type.
Yeah, that's the flip book. That's the flip. I wrote the flip.
Oh, I see.
The flip story. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and they keep going down. There's a lot of books there.
Did you guys? I thought I saw an Indiegogo for this not too long ago.
Yes.
Okay. Because I kind of
I think it's still in demand.
Oh, is it really? Every time I have a whole list of Indiegogo projects I got to back, and every 2 weeks when I get paid, I go and look and I just scroll through, and I know I've seen this one before. The Way of the Cross, is that like sort of like a little risque title?
No, it's not risque.
Is it a religion thing?
Is it a faith-based book?
It is.
Somebody call Jack Holder. We should have a Jack Holder alarm, Keith. Whenever there's a faith-based book. So Jack Holder is actually a good friend of mine. He's a minister here. We've had him on the show before, and it's funny. He does faith-based books. I was in one of his anthologies, The Great Commandment.
Yeah.
He also, what else did he do? He did a few others. Jack's a great guy.
What I meant by the question is, I meant like, is it risque, like a Garth Ennis, like, how Garth Ennis, when he writes picture.
He's got that whole thing down.
Okay.
No, but ours are really, awesome. I mean, you'd be blown away. Like that one I drew. I didn't write it, but yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's there's a lot of. I mean, it tells the story of the Passion, so it's pretty bloody. So our Christian stuff is pretty like, hardcore stuff that like will make you go, whoa, okay. And it's just, cool. It's not a bunch of like baby stuff or anything like that. So I would recommend, even if you're like, what's this? Open it up, check it out. You'll be blown away.
Awesome. So is the best way, if any of these books catch their eyes, is it best to order through the website?
Yeah, well, we do conventions. So I was just in Indiana, and people
Okay.
were asking me, so what book would I start off? And I was telling them to check out Starcross United because there's 5 stories in there from 5 of our main titles,
Okay.
and that kind of
Is it
introduces you to that world.
full
And
stories for
Mhm.
each title?
yes,
Very cool.
they finish. Yeah, they're like mini stories, and they're exclusive to that book. So if you're a fan
Oh,
of
okay.
Red Talon, you definitely need to get Starcross United because there's a story about the main villain that you won't get
Oh,
anywhere
cool.
else.
Cool
So
idea.
yeah, and so those are all exclusive stories, and that's going to be our featured title. So it'll always be Starcross Comics Presents. That one's Starcross United, and then
Awesome.
we're going to do different themes. So there'll be like mini stories with different characters from the universe, and it'll feature in that series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool. Are any shows coming up in
Yeah,
2021?
I'll be in Minnesota FallCon on the 24th.
Okay.
That's right. 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it?
That well, I kind of play it by ear. I was going to be at C2E2. They got this like they want vax cards and wear masks no matter what. And I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to go then."
It's gonna be interesting.
All
Johnny,
the
are you
shows
doing
I've
that
been
one? I
at.
forget.
Yeah, I'm in Artist Alley for C2E2.
Okay, cool. Are you
I mean,
Chicago based?
no, I'm actually in
Oh,
Boston, but
okay.
I've done C2E2 the last few years.
Yeah.
In a booth, like a
Yep.
full booth, not and for I actually got Artist Alley this time, which was kind of interesting and nice. So I'm gonna kind of gamble and go, but
How was
I'm
the
a
booth
little.
experience?
The booth experience was good, except for the fact that it was like a shared split thing amongst like 4 other creators.
Nice.
So, we had a table. It was great. But when you look at our table, it was just like so much content for so
yeah.
little space that it was really hard to like make a sale. Like,
Oh, wow.
we sometimes would step on each other like unintendingly. You know what I mean? It was tough. It was just tough to be kind of all crammed together. But on the flip side of that, it was good to have like a support system. You know what I mean? Oh, I have to go take a leak, or I need to go grab a bite to eat. Like somebody was always at the table looking out.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, Johnny. Yeah. So I guess if you do any other shows, let us know.
Okay, for sure. I
we've
got a
been doing a
campaign
bunch.
coming up. Well, I'm in like, what's that called before you
Oh,
launch?
pre-launch.
Pre-launch, yeah.
You want to
For
share the
Crazy Nine.
link?
I should share that. I don't know what.
Is that Kickstarter or Indiegogo on this one?
It's Indiegogo. And
Gotcha.
It's called Crazy Nine.
Okay.
New title. New title.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Well, that's coming up. Nick, do you have any shows in the near future? Or do you exhibit? Have you exhibited
done a
before?
show?
I'm gonna start doing shows once I've got printed books and stuff. I'll probably start in the Dallas area because we've got like Fan Expo and we've got several shows out here.
I would say
Yep,
start
yep.
small, Nick.
You
Try to
That's what I'm gonna
find
do.
one-day shows because, I mean, I've been doing tabling since like 2005, and I just started making money at it like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a tough road,
That's
And
that's
I
why I'm gonna
imagine
start
you
pretty
have a lot
local.
of financial responsibility too, where
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't just lose money,
Yeah.
So yeah, just think small. One-dayers are the best because what happens with the 3-day shows is people kind of go all 3 days and then they'd only spend money on one day. So it's like when you have a 1-day show, they're all forced to spend it on that one
Right.
day. So it's like perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There is a certain science to it, in the whole process.
It's fun, but you network with a lot of people. You find new
Yeah.
creators you want to work with, things like that. It's always good for that reason alone. Meet fans, face to face, things like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, great. You shared the link. Let me check this out.
See, make sure it opens because it's weird when it's a preview,
Yeah, hang on. Let me stop sharing
sure
for a
it's-
second.
I was just going to say, Nick, for being in Texas, you might want to check out Titan Moon Comics. I think they might be about a good 3 hours out from you. They're in Cedar Park, Texas. But McLean McGuire is one of the guys of that shop, and he gave me my start when he's with CCP Comics. Guy's a great guy, and I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't
Something
carry the
going on
book.
here. Oh, there we go.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll check
Crazy
them out.
9, awesome. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what's this book about, Joe?
So it's this drug that gives you superpowers. Basically, that's the quick explanation. But the drug is contained in a bullet, and you actually shoot yourself in the head, and
Oh,
then
weird.
you come back together, and now you can either be invulnerable or stretch or time travel or
So
fly
essentially, you're
or
committing
Cool.
suicide.
yeah, you're being like reborn.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a character, not quite the same thing, but I had a character a while ago that got his powers from committing suicide, but it
Oh,
was
weird.
different. It was like him swallowing a bunch of pills, and then like the
Yeah.
combination of the pills is what gave him his
Uh-huh.
powers. So.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, that's a neat idea. I like that.
Yeah. If you do play the video, just play the voiceover, but then stop because otherwise I do the whole "Hi, I'm Joe Spice," blah blah blah, and it's like really long, and I don't want to
Okay.
take up the whole show. But
Okay.
the
So do you want? Tell
beginning
me
is
when to stop.
interesting. Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
me
yeah.
when to stop. Okay, I'll play it right now.
Yep.
Let's see. And the voiceover is the guy who does the voice of the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
I like your Marvel like logo.
Yeah.
It's great. Good idea though. You have all the books, right? Might as well.
Right.
Allow your mind to wander into vibrant urban jungles, teeming with color and excitement, where entrancing characters greet you on every corner, each with their own destiny and secrets. A young woman stands in the road, running her fingertips through a waterfall of violet hair. She catches your eye. The stainless steel barrel of a gun glistens in the moonlight as it rests.
Love that.
image. Yeah, that's
She
great.
pulls the trigger. She is now empowered by the drug Crazy 9. Crazy 9 is a new drug which can unlock a distinct superpower that resides inside everyone. Encased in a bullet, administered via a shot to the head, resulting in invisibility, super strength, telekinesis, or any power hidden in their subconscious mind.
Hi, my name is
And
Joe
then you
Spicer.
can stop it.
Created Crazy.
Anybody who wants to see the rest of the video can play it.
Well, that's a great concept. Huh? Yeah, people sign up for this. When are you planning on launching this?
I'm just letting the pre-launch just build a little bit, and I can launch it this week, next week. So just trying to strike when the time's right.
That's great.
But it's done now. That video
book
was
is
made
done.
when it was still like being inked and just being finished. So now it's all colored and lettered. So
Wow, very
Yeah,
cool.
that's
a
for that
graphic
image
novel.
right there. That graphic right there sells it a lot. Like that's
Fantastic,
awesome. Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
reminds
Thank
me
you.
of like
It's
an
really
old
cool.
a Vertigo cover or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like 100 bullets or something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like or like those when they used to do those mini series where it was just all different stories, like an anthology or something. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
there's like 9 stories, and each one is a different artist, but they're all like awesome. And I colored the whole thing myself, so it has the same color schemes, the purples and the pinks.
Okay.
And so that kind of fuses it together. But I mean, the main detective, he's going through like the case files, and each file is a different chapter. So he's like learning about the different crime cases involving Crazy 9, and you as the reader, you're reading through them, and you come back to him at the end. So it wraps, and it's like 84 pages. So it's pretty big.
Cool.
Nice. Harry's asking what happens when the powers wear off.
Yeah. So let's just say your superpower is like invulnerability, right? So in 9 hours it wears off, and now like everything hurts you. You're extra weak.
Okay.
So now you need it just to feel normal. So
gotcha. So it's like a drug addiction kind of story in there as well. That's cool. I like that though.
Yeah.
Because usually you never see the unglamorous side of having superpowers.
Well, there's like a kid who takes it, and then there's like a mom who takes it, and then there's like this activist that takes it who's against guns and violence, and
Yeah.
so she flips that. So it's like it's different. Like what if this person took it in this situation? Some people would be bad, some people would be good, some people would just.
Yeah, I was going to ask that
For
if
the
it's like
moment.
morality is like all over
Yeah.
the place with this. That's a great idea.
Well,
I
those
like
are the
that.
drug dealers, AM and PM, so they're kind of experimenting on humanity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. That sounds great. So you're planning on launching once you have a good
if people can
pre-launch?
sign up, and then once I get a good amount, I'm going to hit it.
We'll have to bring you back on the show to promote it when you go live.
Yeah, he's asking is the head whole again, or is there a big hole in it?
it heals a la Wolverine Deadpool style.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Nice.
And here's the link in the chat, everybody, if you want to sign up for Crazy 9. And also, I believe the description of the video has the link for Relentless Tin Soldier, which I'll share as well.
Nick, are you talking
gents,
your other campaign too?
I put the link in the private chat. The
final boss.
Oh, there's another campaign.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's a mini campaign basically. It's
okay. Are you in pre-launch on that as well, Nick?
No, it's already going.
Oh, really?
It ends on it's going to end on the 26th also.
All right, let me take a look.
That one's a combo with the guy who Tyler Kirkham who does Final Boss.
Right? It's an exclusive cover, so it's Tyler Kirkham's book.
What's
Final
it called?
Boss.
Let me look it up.
It's in the private chat. It's the second link there in the private chat.
I didn't get the second one. I see the Crazy Nines. What's it called?
Here, I see it. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna repost it in the private chat. Here it is.
Oh, there he goes. I can see it now.
Okay.
All right, let me. It just came through again. All right, so maybe it was just like a slower. All right, let me bring this one up and we'll take a look at this. You guys are like going nuts with the campaign.
Yeah, you guys are hustling. I love it.
It's like two creators and then you guys. That's awesome. I love it.
So for this campaign, you're just buying Tyler Kirkham's book Final Boss, but it's an exclusive cover featuring my character, and it's limited to 100 print copies.
I think that I don't know why my system's doing
that.
Yeah,
it did that last time.
Yeah, let me see. It stopped after a while, but it doesn't. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yep.
Don't know why it's doing that. Maybe my system can't handle
for
it.
the epileptic fans.
Yeah. Too much awesomeness, It's like
I was about to say,
So now I'm not Tyler Kirkham. The name sounds familiar.
He does a lot of Marvel and DC cover. He's a cover artist for the the big two.
Gotcha.
But he's as far as the big, he's a pretty big name. But he released a Indiegogo a book called Final Boss, and so I reached out to him and we did an exclusive cover which features my character.
It's pretty
nice.
Gotcha. So it's
our
a way for
face
him
there you go.
to re-release the book with a new cover.
Yeah, it's only going to be 100 copies available, so it's kind of a limited.
Gotcha.
Print
so
run.
This is the fight, you guys meeting, which is cool. Oh, okay, that's really cool. And now is the Final Boss is his character and his campaign, his comic series.
Yeah,
very cool. And then let me see. Oh, okay, and then he highlights you guys down here.
Yeah, you can just add on my book and some prints.
Nice. And
cool.
let me take a look at the
and that original cover art is available.
That's
for
a
sale.
deal. Yeah,
and that's Eric Nenoltowski.
Yeah, that is a bargain.
Okay,
it's gorgeous looking.
Easy way to do it. Just do one perk, and it's like you get the cover. And how big is the book? Is it like a thick book?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Okay.
His campaign has the page count on it. It's 48 or so. I don't quote me on that though.
Gotcha. Okay, but it's like a graphic novel
Yeah.
size. Very cool. And he's almost
cool.
11 days left and almost to the goal. So you guys will hit that.
It.
I think you guys will hit that.
Yeah, that's due to hit.
Yeah, damn, you guys got a lot going on. It's great. It's good to see. I love indie creators kind of stepping up while Marvel and DC are failing miserably right now. So it's like,
that's for sure.
It's nice to see the indie crowds stepping up. Let me check our comments here real quick.
Can I share my screen real quick? Somebody asked about that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Please.
Absolutely. Send it to
Somebody
me
asked about the chocolate soldier drink thing. I'm just
oh yeah, we got to see that. Yeah, we got to see that.
Yeah, I want to see it. I kind of did a
make him big,
look.
Keith.
I will. Once I see him share it here.
Can you see it?
Not yet. Maybe it's a little laggy.
Hit the little picture of your screen.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's see. Chocolate. Oh, okay.
Oh,
like,
all right.
Like I've mentioned it multiple times and nobody's heard of this. So I don't know if it was like a local thing.
It's got to be regionalized. Yeah, it's got to be regionalized, right?
Chocolate Soldier.
They quit selling them forever ago, but
yeah, it's like anything, you know. They you know, like certain regional stuff, you either see it or you don't, you know.
Yeah.
But just that little guy on that bottle is where I got the costume idea, and it was set with me for years.
That's awesome.
There's also like there was also a character in Public Domain that reminds me of your book. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I was actually playing around with the idea of doing something with it because he was something about like like a guy like Colossus. It just grabs your eyes, and it's just kind of a cool thing. Let me see if I can find that character. And this character's in Public Domain, so maybe you could have a team up or something if you ever wanted to, you know. But let's see, like let's see if this guy. Yeah, here's like let me see if I can share the screen. He was called Man Metal. And he looks. I mean, he's on fire. I don't know. I don't know what. You know, like here's another like. I don't know if the fire is part of his thing, but I was like, I was gonna play around with like I was like, imagine this dude in like 2021, like what he would be like, you know?
Yeah, I wonder what the fire is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I mean, I don't know if I would. You know, like he has some weird stuff. Like here's another.
Oh, wow.
Man Metal. Like fire must be part of it.
Wow.
Like, so I mean, I guess these might be some of the comics here.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, but you know, couple eyes theirs maybe, you know, for future books, you know, and you can completely use them, you know. So you know, maybe something different, you know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. I love some of those old Public Domain characters is so much fun, you know. I see a lot of people do stuff with them.
Well,
too.
Bulletman's Public Domain.
Oh, is he really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. I thought he looked familiar. Harry said it's almost like they took Crazy 9 with all these campaigns. Yeah, right. That's their superpower, Harry. They can produce books. You know?
Well, I seen the issue 2 of Relentless Tin Soldier's cover, and it's awesome. Like, if you guys see that, make sure you get the first issue because you're gonna want to get the second issue for sure.
Awesome. And then you got to launch that campaign too soon, Nick.
I'm hoping for February. I want to get this one completely fulfilled before I worry about putting the next one up. So
telling you, man, you're gonna close this one off in a week and a half, you said, right?
Yeah, so the 26th, both of the campaigns they'll shut out on the 26th. That way I have all the numbers and everything I have to get ready. I've got all the packing material already, ready to get it out. Good. I'm hoping to get it out in October, a month early.
Nice. Media mail, man.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
You know, the mail, they'll sometimes cut mine open and be like, "Oh, these are comics. You can't send them." And like I got it like twice where they sent them back. But comics, that rule in the postal system is because comic books have ads like Marvel, DC. Our books don't have ads, so they don't qualify. But they don't tell their mail people that. So then they go,
I found
these
a little
comics.
trick.
You can't do it.
I had one problem with one post office, but it was mostly because we went there so often that the people there were like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
But I never had any. If you put the label over the seal of where the tape is, they won't. I don't think they'll open them because of
it'll wreck the barcode.
Yeah, whatever. Exactly. Little secret there.
Yeah.
It'll
why
wreck
they open our mail anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Isn't that illegal?
Well, what me and my wife were doing, like, because we didn't want to use, we went into like eight or nine different post offices every week, and we would drop off like 20 packages at one, go to the other one, drop off 20 packages. Yeah. So we were trying to spread it around so there wouldn't be any kind of suspicion, But one of them like talked to us like, "Oh, what is this?" And it was just It's one of those things you got to watch out for,
People like Billy
tip
Tucci.
Everybody for mailing stuff. What's up?
People like Billy Tucci that have that many, books they sell. They've got to go and like talk to the post office and be like, "Look, this is what it is. We're going to bring in this many packages."
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine moving the numbers Billy does, and it's just like crazy.
This one male person, at the front counter told me the reason, and she was completely wrong because you can look it up on their website and read the actual rules. She said that's because they can only be books for educational purposes and comic books don't qualify. I was like, well, that's insulting and you're wrong.
Yeah. Well, you just get like those. That's just a postal worker that's like, got a black heart, probably
he just has a hatred for comics for some reason.
Hates life,
real life villain.
Yeah, real life villain, basically.
I know, right?
That's just somebody that wants to bust your balls, But anyways, all right. So it looks like we're at about an hour and 15 minutes, which is crazy. We've been talking for so long.
It went by so quick.
It did, So we usually like to start wrapping up with credits and or not credits, but like plugs and promos. So
where people can find you.
I guess Joe, what do you recommend people find you?
Yeah, starcrosscomics.com. That's star and then cross CROSS.
Okay.
Comics.com.
I think I put that in the description as well.
Yep, you can see all our stuff, our merch. We have digital comics too and all that. Tin Soldier is, only on the campaigns now,
but it will be part of the line eventually.
Posters, all that. Trading. We have trading cards,
awesome
stuff like that.
One thing I wanted to ask you too, that I'd forgotten about, but are you guys is Starcross in a lot of comic stores?
Yeah, we're in a lot of local, indie supported stores. My local store keeps all our books out, 24/7. A lot of shops, they'll put them out and then they'll put them in like backside where no one's ever going to find them. So like,
it takes a while.
Point is, will they keep them out like in some local section and stuff?
Yeah, that's what you need, like like an indie section that just leaves the books there, unless it's to an obnoxious level of issues.
Ours are an obnoxious level, so I
at
gotta
least back either the earliest ones or like the latest ones. You would think that would be. Are you guys in Diamond?
No.
Are you going to try to do that at some point?
I have enough loans out. I don't need to take a loan out to be in Diamond or give them my firstborn or anything like that.
Yeah.
I have friends that are in Diamond
tune now. What's that?
Yeah, I have friends that are in Diamond, and
it's
a lot of money.
Well, you lose a lot of money just to get that visibility.
The visibility.
And
people
it's
think
like, I don't know
the comic stores are just going to start ordering their books because they're in Diamond. No, because they're going to be like, what's this? I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
I worked in a
Marvel, DC, Image close book.
Yeah, there's a handful of stores all over the country that will order indie books.
Handful,
but
just call them up.
It's not as much as you think. You know what I mean? It's not
just call them up and say, hey, I'd like to send you some of my books. If you can put them out and then maybe fly out there at some point when you're traveling and then do a convention there or something like that. But just call them up. You don't need to be in Diamond to go to the indie friendly stores.
No, well, I'm hoping with Marvel and DC leaving Image, or Diamond, I heard they were like all about the indies now. It's like, well, you got no other choice, buddy. So it's like,
well, one plug is Liberty Distribution. They're starting off and they're doing indie distribution, so we're getting in on that ground floor. So
cool. Oh, really? So that's almost like the old. Remember Cold Cut Distribution back in the early 2000s, those guys. Okay. That's awesome.
Also, Crypto Comics is doing cryptocurrency, so crypto-based comic books, and we're in on that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, that sounds interesting idea. Yep. Awesome. So, Starcross Comics, you can find Joe's books and a shit ton of other ones.
Yeah,
which is great.
It's awesome.
Just looking through it, at least looked like 30 titles there, at least with multiple issues of each, which is awesome.
Yeah, so we package them all nice, send them off to you, send some bonus things, some stickers, some little gifts in there, and everybody gets their stuff well. received. You know.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then we may see you at cons too at some point,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Somewhere down the line.
Yeah,
And,
hit me up, message me. We keep in touch. Maybe we see each other.
Like I said,
Absolutely.
Pops Van Sant said, "Hey Joe."
Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah,
It's
I saw
great
him
to
at
meet you at
Indiana.
Hall of Heroes.
I
Liberty
seen
is a
him
great
at Indiana
company.
show. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Thank
Very
you.
cool. Awesome. How about you, Nick? Anything? Where can people find you?
I'm on just Twitter at Nicholas Geer, and the Relentless Tin Soldier has a Facebook page, and you can reach me there. If you message the Relentless Tin Soldier page, I'll get it and respond.
Awesome. And back to campaign, we got a week and a half to go, and then a week and a half to go on the cover as well. The other cover.
Yeah, so they'll both go out on the 26th, I say, or at least 26th.
Awesome. And then you'll be launching in February the next issue. So that's great.
Yeah.
It's done. So you know people you know you're going to get it. So if this looks cool, definitely
I want to launch in February, but before I launch, I want my book done. That way there's no question. There's just like this one was completely done before I launch. So if it's not ready by February, then I'll wait, but I want to get it done by February.
Yeah.
It'll
be ready.
Awesome. Johnny, how about you? Anything you want to push up tonight?
Well, nothing specific. Like I said, I got some progress on Surrounded by Death issue 2. So fulfillment's right around the corner, where I'm actually shipping out books. But really, I just want to thank Nick and Joe for coming on the show tonight. Your work is awesome. Your hustle is awesome. We wish you guys the best of luck in the endeavor, and I think everybody should back these guys. Go out there. The campaign's live right now.
Appreciate you guys.
Awesome. And one thing I want to just share too before we go is we got my book Mighty Mascots is part of Alterna's pre-orders for the fall. I believe this is how Pete's going forward with subscriptions now instead of doing a subscription bundle on the Alterna website. So you can sign up. This is going to launch, I believe, when you guys are about to end your campaigns, like on I think either the 22nd or the 26th. This is going to launch, and we got
the 22nd first day of fall, so that might be it.
That might be it. Yeah. He's got 10 titles in here, including mine, Mighty Mascots.
Awesome.
So you get all of these books, I think, for $25, which is
what a deal.
I was watching a show. Wow. I was watching a show where somebody showing off the cards of the Mighty Mascots that he drew. And they were cool.
It was that was Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Frankie B. Washington. Yeah, he's such an awesome artist. He was actually the designer for my characters, the Mighty Mascots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he designed them. He's got a book. I think he's got a book coming out with that new publisher called Second Sight Publishing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think him.
What book? Don't know.
It's called. They just finished Kickstarter. I did some of the lettering for it. It's called Kaijus and Cowboys.
Oh,
and it's like a mechanical cowboy that just fights giant monsters. It's kind of rad. So wow. It's perfect for him because he loves to draw giant monsters and robots and stuff. So that's going to be a fun book. But yeah, check this out. Sign up now. There's going to be a secret perk when they launch. I think Pete's doing. The plan is to do an exclusive trading card for every campaign to make each campaign collectible. So that's sort of where Altern is heading with their line of books. So definitely check that out. That's pretty much it on my horizon. And then if you're in Providence this weekend, come see me at the Near Mint Expo. I'll be the only. I think I'm the only creator there with Roy Thomas, which is crazy.
That's pretty impressive. Not bad.
They're gonna put me next to Roy, I think.
Are you gonna have soda
look
there?
Like a big shot. Yeah, I will. I'll have my own branded soda there. So
nice.
I'm looking forward to it. And like my wife said, maybe I'll wear an AOC dress or something, But guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you coming on. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Starcross looks great. I'll have to order some of the books down the road and check them out.
I'll send you some extra stuff.
Oh, awesome. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Just shoot me a message.
Okay.
On Facebook or something.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do. And Nick, I wish you the best of luck. It looks like you already hit your campaign, so that's good. And we look forward to the next one that you launch. So,
yeah, we'll have to get you guys back on for the future, like we said. Just set us up in advance.
Yeah, hit us up definitely. like a like 3 months ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of a mistake I made. I didn't reach out to anybody prior to launching the campaign, and then I started
is our show just like before we were like trying to grab guests everywhere. We couldn't get anybody, and then we could get people, but we had to beg, and now it's like I can't
people reaching out
people into it, so it's crazy. It's just taken off, which is
just one of those things.
It helps, but
I also have a Starcross YouTube channel where I interviewed Nick and some of the other guys. It's just starting. So
do you have your own URL? Is it YouTube?
I don't know. It's Starcross Comics.
So just look for Starcross Comics. Okay, perfect.
Did you rebrand it or?
I did rebrand. It used to be my name, and then they said rebrand it to Starcross. So
there you go. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That way you have like it seems to be YouTube is the thing for comics now. Like there's a huge audience on here for comics, which is good. So you might as well be here and tap into it.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. All right, guys. Without further ado, we're going to end this week's episode. And any last words, anybody?
I just really appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys coming on. All right.
Be kind to each other. Support indie comics.
Yeah, definitely. And have a great week. We'll be back next Wednesday. Night, everybody.
Thanks. Night.